Morning, profitable traders. Welcome to today's market color session. Please ascertain if you can hear me. Ascertain if you can hear me. For this session of the market color, we will be analyzing DXY, GBP, USD, Euro, USD, gold, and the yen basket. So for the first segment, I will be going through DXY, GBP, USD, and Euro, USD. And for the second segment of today's market color, my colleague CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket. Thank you so much, Anna, for confirming that you can hear me. So on the DXY, starting from the monthly time frame, and we always want to start from the monthly time frame for minor session. And overall, we've been saying this for a couple of time. Overall, price has been bullish, right? But coming right here, we saw that it ranged a bit and sold off, clearing all of the liquidity below. Coming down to the weekly time frame also. On the weekly time frame, there are quite an interesting point of interest that I am looking out to sell the DXY from, right? Continue the sell and seeing that price already at discounts, we want to see price trading into premium, I beg your pardon, on the weekly time frame. Once price trades into premium, I'm willing to slam this all the way to the downside. So I am targeting this place as my point of interest because there's the left shoulder at 107.581, shoulder sweep to the upside. We've seen a break to the downside. All we want to see price do is for price to retrace all the way into the left shoulder at 107.581 on the weekly time frame. And coming down to the daily time frame also. On the daily time frame, this is what I am looking out for price to do. For the point of interest on the weekly time frame, of course, it's over a long period of time. And coming down here on the daily time frame, I can actually spot way closer classic box pattern, shoulder at 98.314, sweep to the upside, break to the downside. We want to see price retracing all the way to the left shoulder at 98.314 on daily time frame. And coming down to the 4-hour time frame also, let's see what price has for us on the 4-hour time frame. Well, all we can see is that price has retraced into this resistance level, right? Held off that point, and we're seeing some reaction to the downside. So once I see price break the high at this very level, the high at 97.399, I'm willing to start longing the XY, and we know where we're longing to. We're longing all the way to the left shoulder on daily time frame, residing at 98.314 on the daily time frame. So I'm waiting to see what price does. I'm waiting to see price take out the high at 97.391, and once that happens, I will be willing to long all the way to the left shoulder that we just mentioned on the daily time frame, right? So narrowing down to the much lower time frames, let's see if there are any entry signature based on the classic box pattern, right? So I can't spot any per se. This is not too clear. It's a bit choppy, but there's left shoulder at 837, I beg your pardon. There's a sweep here, there's a break here. So I will be willing to buy the DXY once price retraces into the left shoulder. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on the DXY. Coming down to GBP USD. On the monthly time frame for GU, overall, we've been seeing bearishness, but then we saw price take out the high at 1.34419. And on the weekly time frame also, we haven't seen price turn to the upside, traded into premium. We may see reactions all the way to the downside, all the way to the left shoulder at 1.25004. This is what I'm talking about. The shoulder right here is sweep to the downside. We've seen a break to the upside. We want to see price retracing and trading right into the left shoulder at 1.25004 on the weekly time frame. I'm coming down to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, this is what I am seeing shoulder right here at 1.337704, sweep to the downside, break to the upside, as seen right here. And we are speculating and looking for price to retrace right back into the left shoulder at 1.33770 on the daily time frame, and coming down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what price has for us. So I can spot the classic box pattern for a sell on the 4-hour time frame. Pretty obvious, not so dubious. Shoulder at 1.36178, sweep to the upside, break to the downside. Once price retraces into this left shoulder, right here, left shoulder at 1.36178, I will be shorting GBP USD. So I'm looking out for a buy to sell, a buy into the left shoulder, and the sell once price trades into that level, right? So this is a premium level. We don't want to sell where price is right now. We want to see price retracing into a premium level before taking our short positions. Let's see what's going on in 1-hour time frame. On 1-hour time frame, we haven't seen more, breaks to the downside, right? So we want to see price retrace into the left shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. Once that happens, I will be shorting GBP USD. I can't spot any entry yet on the much lower time frame, the 15-minute time frame. Once that is spotted, I will call it out in the Telegram support group for the market color session. If you have questions or a different bias from what has been analyzed, please feel free to type in the chat box. We're all here to learn. We have different outlook and different perspective as to what we are seeing in the market. On the monthly time frame for Euro USD, overall bearishness. Then we saw a sweep of this liquidity right here, right? Price stalled for a period of time and broke out of the range. Coming down to the weekly time frame also, we can see that price retraced into a premium level, and I can even spot classic box pattern for a buy right here on the weekly time frame. Shoulder at 1.06819, right? Sweep to the downside, break to the upside. We may see price retracing all the way to 1.06819 on the weekly time frame. And coming down to the daily time frame, let's still look out for what price wants to do. Also the classic box pattern right here, right? Shoulder at 1.15604, sweep to the downside, break right here. We've seen a break above. All we want to see price do, it's pretty much clear and easy. All we want to see price do is for price to retrace right back into this left shoulder. I can even spot another point of interest. There's an IOFED here, fair value gap to the right and fair value gap to the left. So I have 2 points of interest. Either price retraces and react off this left shoulder on the daily time frame, or we see price selling all the way to the IOFED before reacting to the upside. So I have 2 points of interest, the IOFED and the classic box pattern strategy on the daily time frame. Coming down to the 4-hour time frame, let's see what price has for us on the 4-hour time frame. It's not as clear as how GU is, but then I'm looking out for a sell right into this left shoulder right here at 1.15227. I'm looking out for price to sell all the way to 1.15527. And why am I looking out to take profit once price trades into that level? Because of this classic box pattern right here. Shoulder at 1.15182, sweep right here, break to the upside, and I want to sell all the way to this left shoulder, and once price gets there, I will be warming up to take profit. In 1 hour time frame, it's quite choppy and I can't really spot an entry yet, except for this shoulder sweep break. Price has retraced right back into the shoulder. There's even an IOFED right here, fair value gap here, and fair value gap here, coinciding with the classic box pattern, coinciding with this left shoulder right here. And price has traded into this IOFED, right, and tapped into, not entirely, just tapped into this left shoulder, and we're seeing reactions to the downside. So I'm waiting for price to, fully trade into this left shoulder at one spot, 18287. And once price gets there, I'm willing to short Euro USD. Please, if you have questions at this point, kindly type in chat box or a different bias from what has been analyzed. Please feel free, do well to type in chat box, I beg your pardon, so that we can get to see the market from your own perspective. And while we're doing that, I'd like to announce that registration for the FX Bootcamp training is now opened. You can chat us up on 081 6099 5030 for more inquiries on how to go about the registration. And also, the Falcon 2.0 bot leasing service is currently ongoing. For more information on how to go about it, kindly visit the website valueflowtrading.com/falcon. If there are no questions, we'll be going on a very brief break, and CJ will be coming up for his analysis on gold and the yen basket.
Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the market call for today. And we're going to be moving straight into the chart to discuss what we have for today, starting off with gold against the dollar. Now, looking at the chart of gold against the dollar, we could see that our projection has been trashed out by price. Remember a couple of days ago, we said we wanted to see price at 3,750. Here it is, 3,750, and we drew a line. So we said we're looking to see gold buy from this region here, and then the next destination should be 3,750. Right now, you can see that price has gone and picking out 3,750. The next price point we're expecting right now is 4,000, which is somewhere around here. And we're expecting price to do just that pretty soon enough. So 4,000 is the next target. I think gold is going to be trading to very soon. So we should have that in mind so that when you see gold just rallying and buying to the upside, you know where it is targeting. Okay, so price took out 3,750, returned back to it, and then we're expecting it to continue trading to the upside. For me, all buyers I have for gold right now, it's a buy. So if you see anything, I think I saw something earlier this morning, which was here, right here, when price broke out of this level, returned back to it. Although I expected price to come here before buying, but then look at where it is buying from. So I still have this place in mind in case I see price returning further downwards, then I'll be taking a buy from here. But then for me now, if I just see any little retracement, I'll be taking a buy to the upside on gold. So my overall bias for gold is a buy, and upon any retracement I see to the downside, I'll be taking that buy and riding it all the way up. Okay, so this is my bias. This is what I have. This is my outlook for gold this morning. Okay, so that is that on gold. So for us today, we should just be looking out for that. If you see gold trading to the downside, let's look for a buy and then take it to the upside. Okay, if you see any retracement on gold, we look for a buy and ride it all the way up. That is what we're looking out for on gold. Now let's look at other currency pairs and see what we can get out of it. Now for the yen basket has been stubborn and has been refusing to make a clear move. You can see how stocked it has been. It has been buying and selling, and resulting in upward movements for the yen pairs like Euro JPY because of just the short sell with the strength of the Euro. So you just see the Euro rallying to the upside. So for the yen basket, I'm still expecting it to buy because it has clearly not broken this level here, which is our mark where we said once price break out of it, we'll be looking for more sales to the downside. Price is still struggling to break this level to the downside. So until it does that, then we just keep looking for buys on the yen basket. Okay, so for me, my outlook on the yen is a buy. That implies that I'm looking for sales on Euro JPY and GBP JPY and USD JPY. Now, starting with GBP JPY, there is a sell setup that I'm looking out for. If you look at the daily time frame, you see that US and GBP JPY 2 is struggling to trade higher. So we're expecting it to start selling to the downside. So that is what we're looking out for. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, you see that there's been a clear break right here. And price has returned to this level. We're expecting further sales. Another thing, we'll be taking a sell on GBP JPY. So let me recreate it. So from here to the downside. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting on USD JPY. Once I see it show up like this, we'll ride it all the way to the downside. Okay, so for me, like I said earlier, GBP JPY, I'm expecting a sell, but I want to see it trade all the way here, and then I'll sell it to the downside. If not, then I'll just wait for an entry signature to print out somewhere around here, because also on the 15 minutes time frame, you see that structure has already been showing signs of a shift to the downside. So if I don't see that move to the upside, I'll just wait for price to return back somewhere around here, and then I'll take a sell. Two places I'm looking out for is this fair value gap right here. if I see price return to this fair value gap here, I might be tempted to take a shot at the sell to the downside. Okay, so that's the first one. That's my first point of interest. Secondly, would be this breaker block right here, or this mitigation block here, right here. So this second level is another place I'm expecting USD, GBP, JPY to get to. So either of these two, I would be taking a sell from here to the downside, selling off GBP, JPY. So looking for something like this, the 20 pips stop loss, and then we're doing 1:3 standard on this particular trade. Okay, so GBP, JPY, we need for a sell, and we're riding the sell all the way to the downside. Okay, so that is that on GBP, JPY. Then for Euro, JPY, unlike GBP, JPY, if you look at Euro, JPY on the daily time frame, it went ahead to take out the high. But then I'm even more suspicious because you've seen Euro JPY take out the high when GBP JPY and even the yen basket has not. And even though if you look at USD JPY, you see that USD JPY is still ranging. That shows me that this could be a fake out, or it will just be an SMT divergence where all pairs that are supposed to be correlated are moving together, but one out of them is doing the opposite. So it could show you that momentum could be in the direction of the other one. So seeing USD Euro JPY make this move to the upside, I think this buy is the false move, and to eventually start selling. And for us to confirm that eventual sell, we need to see it take out this low right here. When USD JPY takes out this low, Euro JPY, sorry, when it takes out this low, then we'll confirm a sell trend and we'll start riding it to the downside. So I would stay out of Euro JPY for now, waiting to see it take out that low. And when it does, we would now start looking for the sells to the downside. But until then, I'll just stay out and observe from a distance, okay? And then for USD JPY as well, just like GBP JPY, you would also see that USD JPY took out this low right here, and then price is returning here. For me, I'm looking for a sell on USD JPY, and I'll just want to see a 15 minutes shift in market structure where we see price break something like this. Now, once price breaks on this level here or any other structure that has been created, we'll start looking for sell, okay, to the downside. You could also take note of this level right here, waiting to see what price is going to do around here. Okay, price could go ahead to take out this liquidity, trade into this fair value gap, this left shoulder here, and would have a sell to the downside. So we'll see something like this on USD JPY. And then we'll ride it all the way to the downside, okay? So this is what I'm expecting on USD JPY. If I see a move like this, I'll be riding into the downside. If not, I'll just stay out and wait to see what price is going to do, and then we'll make our necessary adjustments, okay? So these are my expectations on these pairs. For gold, like I said, we are looking at a buy all the way to the upside. For GBP JPY, we're looking forward to a sell. It's looking ripe already for a sell. Euro JPY, we'll have to wait for 4-hour confirmation before we join the sell. And then for USD JPY, we're looking to sell it off from this 15 minutes level all the way to the downside. And here is our entry position somewhere around here with about 20 pips stop loss. And then, of course, 1:3 minimum for the trade. So we're targeting these lows right here on the USD JPY trade, okay? So these are the trades I'm looking forward to: GBP JPY and Euro and GBP JPY and USD JPY, yes, and then we're staying out of Euro JPY for the meantime, okay? So these are outlook on these Forex pairs that we've analyzed so far. Of course, if you have any question, feel free to share your questions, and then we could look at it together and provide possible answers to the questions, okay? Until we meet again by 2:30 p.m. GMT +1 for the market color recap. Do have a lovely day and enjoy the rest of the trading day. Until then, cheers and God bless, guys.